What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Geek Out Room. Here with G Money, Garrett.
AKA Dope-tastic G.
There we go. And today we're geeking out about Digimon
My favorite.
Adventures Season 1. I think we both agree at least the best
The
one.
best season.
Okay. That's probably the only
Put
time we're
your
gonna agree.
hand down.
So let's just get that out of the way. All right. So we're gonna geek out on this.
Better than Pokemon. I'm sorry. I'm a little sick, but go ahead.
You know, Pokemon gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Pokemon fans about to get your money up.
I
But
don't care.
that's all I'm about to say.
I don't care.
All right, so season 1, obviously spoilers in this episode for Digimon season 1. Fantastic series, fantastic season. We're not gonna get into it, but I did hate season 2, but that's a whole different conversation. But season 1, let's challenge Garrett a little bit. Can you name every main character? Not the Digimon, but just the main character.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Come on, man.
List them off.
Ty, Matt, Kari, TK, Joe, Izzy, Sora, Mimi.
There we go. Okay.
All eight.
Okay. There we go. All right.
That wasn't rehearsed. That's off the top of
That's
the
off the
D's.
top. That's off the top. I saw him thinking. I saw the gears turning.
Come
Okay,
on, man.
so
Stop playing with me.
the question now is, right? The question now is what makes it so great? Why are we geeking out over Digimon, bro?
You go first.
Okay, so for me, what I really like about Digimon the most, I'll give like 5 quick things. You can get 5 quick things to start out. So number 1, real quick, is to me main character Tai. Tai is fire.
Mm-hmm.
What is his full name? Taichi. Taichi's fire, bro. He's fire. He's a fire leader. I also liked that over time he became a better leader because I think he had an arc where he did. I could be wrong. I don't think he really assumed control as a leader. I think they kind of just gravitated to him naturally, and obviously he had all the quality traits to be a leader. 'Cause at the end of the day, they got thrown from summer camp, a bunch of random kids thrown to summer camp in survival mode in a digital world.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one is Taichi. Tai is just fire. 2, I liked the interaction between all the characters. I thought that Tai and Matt was fire. I think like them being like kind of fighting for control of the group in a way, not like really control the group, but just like kind of being that authority figure of the group and kind of feel like what's right. They had both different ideas, same goal, but just different ideas how to execute. And I think that simmering all the way to the tension building, all the way to when they both had to fight each other, like they both faced off against each other. I think that was really cool. 3, the adult themes in the show, like there was a moment where, if I'm not mistaken, you could correct me if I'm wrong. I think TK had like a little mini arc where he was like kind of battling with his parents' divorce.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he was like at some carnival or something. I think that's when I forgot something. I think something happened to Patamon. I think like Patamon, did Patamon like get turned into it back into egg or something, right? Or something before you became Angemon. Like, didn't he like?
Before Patamon became Angemon?
Yeah, didn't he turn back into egg or something, or no? Am I wrong about that?
After.
It was after that.
After they defeated Devamon.
Okay.
He essentially died and was reborn on Fire Island.
Right. So I think between that time he was carrying the egg, right? Or no?
Between that time, he couldn't digivolve to Champion.
Right. So I think
he was Patamon though.
Okay. So somewhere between that time, TK had to deal, like he was like gravitating towards, like I think TK and Matt had an argument or something. And TK was battling with like depression about like his about separating from Matt, and then like so that was real.
Yeah.
That was later in the season, but like that was a real moment. So that was good. And then also, who am I at 3? So 4 or 5. Basically 4 and 5 for me is just like the Digimon. Obviously, the fights were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
The tensions were really cool. The Digimon fire, Agumon's forever gonna be like one of my favorites. I also liked, so that's 3 fights, or 4 fights. 5 is the connection the Digimon share with their what do you even call them? I guess a Digidestin, were like very genuine. Like they were genuinely friendships formed, and they really trusted and needed each other, and they fed off each other to help fight, and that was really cool. Like all of them, like Joe, especially Joe. Joe and I forget his name, bro. Joe was his Digimon.
Joe,
Joe's Digimon,
Gomamon.
Goemon. I think, like, because for Joe to develop and be more confident, I think he needed his partner to help him get there. Same thing for
Yeah.
Sora. Like when Sora had, like, they all had something that helped get them both to, you know what I mean? Because their partners kind of reflected them a little bit in certain ways. So I thought that was really cool. So what about what five for you? Like kind of stand out for you?
All right, for me, number one, this is okay. Putting things kind of like in context. This is coming from Pokemon because the Pokemon came out first, so I watched Pokemon before I watched Digimon, obviously because it came out first. So coming from Pokemon into Digimon, what I liked about Digimon that was refreshing to me, that I liked better about Pokemon, was that the Digimon could talk. The Digimon had personality, where in Pokemon, only Pokemon that could talk, correct me if I'm wrong, was Meowth
Yeah.
with Team Rocket, right? So like the Digimon actually could talk and had personality, and they were just as much of a character as the actual human beings. Like the human beings had personality and character development, and so did the Digimon. I like that. That made me, as a kid, like the show more. There was more to like about the characters. There was more. The Digimon were more interesting to me. I think that really like made the show a lot more interesting as a kid versus Pokemon. Um, Great character development, I would say, for the human characters, like the eight Digidestined, where they start off in the first 2-3 seasons to where they end up by the end of season one. I think it's like 54 episodes if I'm not mistaken. They're completely different, not completely different, but they all have an arc, and they all develop or work on their personalities. They become better friends to their friends. They become better. Um, they have an appreciation more for their parents. They have a better, strong relationship with their Digimon, and they learn a lot of lessons, and that shows in the beginning of the season to the end of the season. And they have a character arc that, when in Pokemon, it's more repetitive. You know, the episode starts. There's a gym. There's Team Rocket. They show up. They try to sabotage. Pikachu does the Pikachu thing. Rinse and repeat. I feel like Digimon, they told a continuous story, and I like that story and the development of the characters over the entire season, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Number three, the Digimon combat was better to me. Like when the Digimon fought, like I felt like the Digimon. It wasn't like Dragon Ball Z level, but it was a nice like in between for me. Like when Pokemon, I felt like the Pokemon fought and they only did what the trainer told them to do.
Not to cut you off, but I found the perfect example of what it is. That would feed into your point. So Pokemon, just like the game, is turn based. Because in essence, because I know they can kind of
Yeah.
like, what I mean? It was more turn based in Pokemon because you're telling, like, almost like selecting a move, the trainer selecting a move, where Digimon, they're just boxing. They're just throwing fades.
It's a fade, bro. Like you gotta catch it.
Yeah.
And Digimon, it's a fight. Like they fight into Pokemon. It's like they're fighting in a gym battle to see like who's the best, who's the better trainer, who's the stronger Pokemon, whose weaknesses can be exploited because they have different tactics. And in Digimon, the Digimon are fighting to protect the Digidestined, their human partner. Like they're fight. Like if they don't protect them, the their Ty or Matt or any of they could die. Like they're fighting to survive. In Pokemon, they're fighting just to win a badge or like a trophy. Like in Digimon, they're fighting to survive and like protect the humans, and the humans are fighting to protect the Digimon. So I thought it was a lot more risk, a lot more at stake in Digimon, which is why I liked it a lot better, and which is why I liked it. Period. Not even in direct comparison to Pokemon, but that's where I was coming from. And then number four, I like Digimon because the Digimon, like, they weren't stuck in their forms. Like they can go up and down between all their Digivolutions. And Pokemon, like the reason why Pikachu would never evolved into Raichu is because Pikachu became the mascot and they couldn't have Pikachu gone from Pokemon anymore. With Digimon, I like the fact that Agumon can be Agumon, Digivolve to Greymon, Metal Greymon, War Greymon, still come back down to Agumon, and they even wrote it into the story where it was tactical. So like, of course, like a big old dinosaur is not going to be able to like be hidden, and it's not going to be tactical and covert, right? But if you can digivolve into a big old dinosaur, you know, when you need to, combat wise, and then you can de-digivolve back down to Agumon, and fit him inside of a backpack or carry him under your arm, and then you can do that and hide him from your parents. They made it tactically. They made it like the digivolving up and down a part of the show, and they made it like a way that the kids could hide the Digimon from the parents and in the real world. I like that a lot. Where in Pokemon, whatever evolution line you go to, you're stuck there. I didn't like that, so that's why I think it was better because of that. So you didn't lose the mascot. And then number 5 was like the writing, just like the show. I think it was well written. Number 1, I thought the dialogue between the characters was really good. I thought the conversations they had. As a kid, I thought they had like, obviously as an adult, if you watch it as an adult, but like watching it now with nostalgia, it's still funny to me. Like they had like some good jokes in there, some good humor. I thought Gomamon was really funny, especially like in comparison to Joe, because they were like two different personalities. I just thought they wrote the characters and the personalities really well, and they were funny, and they had like good banter, and just like a good show overall. That's my 5 things.
No, it's a good 5. I think and it's to a good point, to your point, humor, honestly, and even the seasons that I didn't like, humor was something that was really consistent, and something that they definitely took liberties. Because if you ever, I definitely challenge people to go rewatch season 3. The like random people they have in the background, the dialogue they let the things that those random people be saying is hilarious, bro.
It
like
is.
a real adult joke, hilarious stuff. So
some little slick stuff in there.
Slick stuff for sure, and that's what makes Digimon so great, right? And I really agree with you about the survival aspect. I really like Digimon because there was stakes.
There were stakes, bro.
And as a kid, especially, it's like you're seeing yourself. It's like, oh, if I was like in their shoes, I could be a Digi-destined, and that's something that kind of like put forward a little bit. And even after rewatching as an adult, it's still funny to me. It's still action packed. There's still moments. And speaking of moments, I want to talk about each of our top 3 moments
in season 1.
Season 1.
Each of our top 3 moments in Digimon season 1. Who going first?
Do you have something? Do you have all 3?
No, go first. I'll think of my 3. Go ahead.
Okay. I was hoping you were gonna go first. So my and this is no order, so you don't have to do an order. You just do 3. So for me, I think number 1, my first ones is going to be when Tai
moments. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, moments. Tai going back to the real world, I think it was. I don't know if it was an illusion or not. Excuse me. I don't know if it was an illusion or not. But it was the moment where like he went back. You remember when he went back? Because that's how his little sister came with him or something like that. And because he got separated from the group, I think it was after Agumon Dark Digivolved, right? And then like during that soccer field, or it was in the desert or something like that. Remember he turned to, was that Skull Greymon? I think it was.
Yeah, you're almost right. Like he Digivolved. You mind if I correct you on that?
Go ahead. Yeah,
all right. So so it was he Dark Digivolved to Skull Greymon.
Yeah.
And then
he went back, right? And then he came back and they Digivolved or not?
Something
like that.
From what I remember, he Dark Digivolved into Skull Greymon.
Yeah.
And then he eventually evolved into Metal Greymon to defeat Edamon and Datamon, because they had like a dark network. It was when they were fighting on top of the pyramid of Giza.
Yep.
And then they had like a dark network that Edamon created, and he was controlling something in the area. And then Metal Greymon first appeared and used his Giga Blasters to destroy Metal Edamon. When he destroyed the network, it created a portal that Tai got sucked into.
That's what it was.
And went back to the real world, but just him and Agumon.
Yeah, just him and Agumon.
And the rest,
because the rest were like
they stayed,
did something. Exactly. They went on their own journey. This man went back, but he really went back, right? Or was it an illusion?
No, he went back.
He went back. Okay,
he really went back.
Because he went back, and and also feel free to keep correcting me. He also could have stayed, or he was toying with the idea. Because he saw his sister again, his mom, He was like, damn, I could just stay for real. But he was like, nah. And then he went back. And his sister went back his sister came with him later. I think that's when all of them came back. Okay. So we got ahead of myself. So him going back was tough. I like that whole arc. Because I think for a kid, it was a lot. That's a lot to put on a kid. And that's really an teenage to adult decision. Because what kid really, that's a lot to handle on a kid. Like no one would blame a kid for being like, I don't want to go back to that. Because they were fighting for their lives. It was no joke out there.
It wasn't.
Really wasn't a joke. Um, and so, I mean, they would have beat his ass if they came back, but like, you know what I mean? But yeah, he went back. So I like that part. It's one of my favorite moments because it was like not the first serious moment of the show, but one of the most serious moments of the show because he was really gripping with a lot. A lot was at stake, and it's Ty. I mean, he's the leader. You gonna want him to. He went through the most growth, I think, in that period. I think that was his real period of like it's not just about power and being left behind of power. You know, he's trying to dark Digivolve. He's like, man, why can't you Digimon argue on? Like, why can't you da da da? Force his partner. He re-solidified his relationship with his partner, and it helped. I mean, they're gang for life, basically, gang for life after that point.
Yeah,
And
they definitely gang.
he had that moment where he's like, "Nah, I'm the leader, bro." To me, that was. I mean, I know a lot happened before that, but like, to me, that was his first like, "Hey, man, this is my show." You know what I mean? Like, this is my show, bro. I'm him. In my opinion, I
Mm-hmm.
really like that. So that's one. Two was Matt versus Ty.
Just continuous,
Yeah,
like
but like,
just
but like
that.
the end one, like the last one they fought and they kind of got out of their system.
Okay.
When it was like, I think they were both at champion fighting
Mm-hmm.
or ultimate. Ultimate. They're both at ultimate fighting, I think.
When the Digimon fought each other,
Yeah, the Digimon fight each other.
they were mega.
Mega. Okay. Yeah. So they're at Mega's fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and that was raw. I like that fight. That's almost like that's
That was
like the
raw.
Goku versus Vegeta. Like, that's like that
Basically, yeah.
that moment because it was again it was a culmination of things and it had to happen. 'Cause it got to the point where Matt was being angsty. Let's not get twisted. Ty was
Mm-hmm.
just chilling. Ty was just being a big bro because you know what I'm saying. Like TK needed someone, and Matt
Mm-hmm.
was doing his little like whatever. You know how that man sound in the English dub. TK. You know what I'm saying? His raspy ass voice and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that was like a great moment for me. Because finally it threw hands. I like how they're kind of like evenly matched. Again, it really was Goku Vegeta really like they're evenly matched, but Ty's the main character and obviously da da da. So Ty's gonna be there. Um, number three. Number three had to be. I know this sounds so like weird and dumb probably, but when they recruited Ty's little sister, and they all went back. I think the parents saw. Like, I think the parents knew they had to go back. I think, and Ty was like, "I'm gonna take care of my sister,"
Mm-hmm.
and I think like that was a real moment because it was. Oh, don't make me forget her name. The cat. Don't tell me yet. Gatomon.
Mm-hmm.
Gatomon. We had I think Gatomon was a perfect partner for her. I think I really liked their dynamic, and that whole arc when they went back was tough. I think that was tough because like we can't stay here because they keep coming here and messing everything up, and so I think that's what happened. Like the Digimon came to the real world and they had to fight them there. I think if I'm not mistaken, and so they're like now we have to go back and so they don't like keep coming to the world. I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are my top three moments. Like those, there's obviously something like I'm forgetting, but those are the top three obviously in my head that still stay with me. Kind of like when they floated up and they went back, and now, TK got his little love interest and da da da. But so I like that.
That's what's up. Okay.
What about you? What are your three?
Now I like yours too. You had me thinking because it's like I'm sitting here thinking about
There's a lot.
my top three moments in Digimon. It's like I probably got about 6 or 7. I'm only gonna choose 3, but I'm leaving some stuff out, and I apologize to all the Digimon fans out there. But I really said that number one, I had to say the prophecy episode. Come on, man.
Yeah,
And not the whole.
yeah,
Well, we're not saying top 3 episodes. Just saying top
yeah.
3
Just like
moments, right?
Yeah.
But in that episode, the prophecy. First of all, as a little kid, I didn't really put 2 and 2 together with the whole prophecy and the symbolism of really demonic and what that. You remember the episode
Yeah.
with the 666 and
Yeah.
all that? And I was like, I didn't know that it was biblical at the time. As an adult, I'm looking back, like, that was kind of dark for a kid show.
Yeah, a lot.
But yeah. But I think that when you finally got to see Matt and Ty digivolve to, or not Matt and Ty, but Gabumon and Agumon digivolve to the mega level form, because it was the first season of Digimon. We didn't know the rules of Digimon in terms of a mega level threat. I don't even think up until that point Digidestin had faced a mega level threat. Myotismon was an ultimate. Edamon was an ultimate. Devamon was a champion. So they hadn't faced the mega level threat, and they hadn't even seen a mega level Digimon up until that point. All we saw were rookie, champion, and ultimate, which all the Digidestin had achieved up until that point. fighting Myotismon. But when Myotismon Digivolve to Venomyotismon, that was the first Mega. So you were thinking to yourself, and even Izzy he explained with this, I forgot what it was called. On his laptop, he pulled up Venomyotismon. He explained this is a Mega level Digimon. So you were thinking like, damn, there's a level after Ultimate? Like that's a thing? You know what I mean? Because in Pokemon, come from Pokemon, you had Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard.
You get 3 steps.
There's three stages. So I'm thinking Agumon, Greymon, Metal Greymon, like that's it. There's none higher than that. And when they went higher than that, that's like for me that was the Goku Super Saiyan moment. To me,
That's fair.
I was like, oh shit, they can go even higher than that. Like there's a mega level. There's a ultimate, because ultimate sounds like that's it. It's ultimate. When Gabumon, and not only did they digivolve to War Greymon, they did something called Warp Digivolve.
Oh my god.
So they went straight.
Digivolve. Oh.
They went straight. They didn't have to go to Greymon and Metal Greymon and War Greymon.
The animation, like they kind of like I forgot what like.
Bro.
They show all the stages of the Digivolution.
Yes, they show all the stages in one. As an adult thinking back, they probably want to save animation time. Like they want to draw all the.
It still looks sick. I don't give a fuck.
It still looks sick. But thinking back,
it's
like
3D.
It worked for everybody.
It's shaped like 3D for no reason.
It worked for the budget, and it worked for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough.
But when I saw that, I was like, not only can they digivolve, but now they can just jump.
And also
rookie.
Like you got me hyped. Like
bro,
the Digimon like shaking too because it's like
bro, because there's so much energy. Bro, that shit. When I seen that, I remember I was watching it on Fox Kids Saturday morning. I was building Legos while I'm watching it, and when they digivolved to Mega level, I put the Legos down. And I was glued to the TV like, bro, I can't believe this. This is crazy. So that moment right there, when I finally saw Metal Garurumon and War Greymon, and to this day, War Greymon is my all-time favorite Digimon.
Has to be, dude.
I mean, of course, they're much stronger Digimon than War Greymon, I know. But to me, War Greymon is the OG. And he put in work, which we get it. But I'm going to stop and move on to number 2 because I'm taking up too much time. But number 2, I'm not going to take this one. I'm going to mention it. But like you said, the episode where Ty went back to the real world. Because if you look at it, that episode, I don't know people who really know the show like that. That episode, if you look at the animation quality of all the rest of the episodes in that season. I was
going to say that, yeah.
And then you look at the animation quality of that one episode. The budget, for whatever reason, I think it was because that was a part of a movie that they put into the series, but it had the Digimon the movie level quality animation.
They spazzed.
It's to this day, like it holds up. Like it just was a step above the animation quality on that level. The animation quality on that episode was way a cut above any other episodes in season 1. I mean, you could just see it looked like a movie. And that's basically what it was. It was like a short cutaway movie.
It was a short film, bro.
It was a short film. And like the combat, like the episode was just great. Like you went back, Kari, then you got like hints of foreshadowing of like Kari understanding and knowing she had met Agumon before because she kind of knew him. She wasn't scared of him. Ty was like, what's going on? How do you know what this is? How do you know what a Digivice is? How do you know what a Digimon is? And that's going to foreshadow the movie coming later. But that episode has so many like Easter eggs in it. And then when Agumon, actually he was Koromon at one point. Yeah, he was Koromon. And then they got attacked by Ogremon. They got attacked by Ogremon on the street. And then Koromon digivolved to Agumon. And Agumon's a rookie level Digimon, so not that powerful. But the combat in that level that fight between Agumon and Ogremon was really like on some DBZ. Like they were wrecking.
Yeah.
Like, they were really wrecking. It was like, whoa, like that episode of Digimon showed you like if they put a lot of budget behind it, what it really could have been. But they had to kind of tone it down, and of course, like money's money. But that episode right there, right?
Okay. I also like how they showed it just to add to it, like since we both have it at our moment, like just to show. I also like they did that because it showed it just showed a tonal difference.
Mm-hmm.
The tone shifted. And it was like its own.
That's a good.
They made it like its own world. Like this is the real world.
Yeah.
This is how it looks. That's Digimon. Like it just showed. Like it was different. Bro.
That was a good explanation right there. Like the tone. The tone was more serious. It was more grounded.
People. Yeah.
Because like Digimon, it's a kid show, so a lot of the times it's a really kiddie. It's really bubbly. There are times when it does get serious when the stakes are high, but that tone of that episode was very real world anime, grounded, and a little more serious.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed in not just his relationship with his sister, but in the combat was like a lot more serious too. So yeah, that moment. All right, that was kind of my number two, but this is kind of my official number two. The Gatomon Wizardmon saga. Not the saga in. Well, let me further explain. So when they fought Myotismon, right before Myotismon digivolved to Venom Myotismon, on top of the TV station, they fought him on top of the TV station.
Yeah.
Wizardmon sacrificed his life to save the Digidestined, right? And that allowed Gatomon to finally digivolve from her champion form, which was Gatomon, to Angel Woman, which was the only ultimate level champion. The only ultimate level Angel Digimon they had, because up until that point, Angemon, who's a champion, hadn't digivolved to Ultimate yet. They didn't see that till later. So that was like their best counter to Myotismon, who's a virus type Digimon. If you know anything about Digimon, he was a virus type Digimon, and they needed a vaccine type Digimon or whatever, or an angel type Digimon to take out the virus type Digimon that Venom Myotismon or that Myotismon was. And they didn't have that because, well, Angemon was just too weak, and Venom Myotismon was an ultimate. They needed an ultimate angel. So Wizardmon sacrificing himself gave Kari and Gatomon the power to digivolve into Angel Woman. And that episode, that moment when they combined all their attacks into Angel Woman's arrow and shot it through Myotismon and defeated Myotismon until the next episode. But yeah, that moment right there. It was sad too because Wizardmon, like, he was masquerading as, like, he was undercover as Myotismon's henchman, but he was really on their side or Gatomon's side. But then they explained that later too, which I don't want to go too deep into that, but yeah. Then I have to say my official number three moment was War Greymon taking out two of the Dark Masters on his own, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, that's one of the reasons why War Greymon was my favorite Digimon, because like his like hand to hand combat. I'm not even talking about any energy blast, because he can throw hands and he can like shoot energy blast, but like just in terms of like analyzing the combat of Digimon, I think War Greymon has the best like hand to hand combat probably in the entire series, especially definitely season one, because I think the first one to go down was Metal Seedramon, and the way he defeated him was crazy. If you remember, like,
Yeah, man.
you remember that?
Dog. It's one
That
of
was gangster. Like,
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're cooking.
that shit was
You
hard, bro.
cooking.
Like, Metal Seedramon was on their ass the whole episode,
He was.
and he's a mega level
He was.
Digimon, and he had control of the whole ocean. Everything in the ocean had to answer to him, and the only thing that was saving them was Waymon, who were using Waymon as an escape pod to run from him. And you can't run from Metal Seedramon. Metal Seedramon tracked him down, cornered him, and was basically like, all right, this is where you're gonna die. And then Tai and Agumon warp digivolved to War Greymon, and Tai was basically like, basically War Greymon, just do your best to hold him off while we run. So they did that, and then War Greymon had that 1v1. It was 1v1, bro. And then Metal Seedramon did the River of Power, which is basically like a Kamehameha blast, a big energy wave. And War Greymon does the most gangster thing. He does the what do they call it? Not Mega Claw. Not Terra. Dang.
The Terror Destroyer was the spirit bomb like thing, right?
Right. What do they call it? Terra Force was the spirit bomb. What was it
Giga
called?
Claw? No, it wasn't Giga Claw.
Mm-mm.
It's called something.
Whatever it was with the tornado. It was when he uses his claws and he spins really fast, and he basically drilled through the energy blast and then drilled through Metal Seedramon. That shit was hard, bro. That shit was hard, bro. And I can even geek out even more because Izzy had explained to everybody that Metal Seedramon was plated and covered in this thing called Chrome Digizoid, which is one of the hardest and strongest. It's basically like adamantium of the digital world. It's really hard to penetrate, and mega level Digimon possess this thing. So you couldn't penetrate Metal Seedramon from the outside. So he just went through the inside. Bro, that shit was hard, bro. Like, that moment right there. And then when, similar situation, War Greymon 1v1 War 1v1 Machine Dramon. and it was something about Kari. Kari gave boosted War Greymon's power in that moment because Kari's light through Tai gave War Greymon extra power, and he just basically used his claws and just shot straight through Machine Dramon and sliced them into like 6-7 different pieces, and killed him. So like War Greymon's like combat record is like, to me, against other mega level Digimon is the best of all of season 1 for real. So those 3 moments, I would say, the birth of War Greymon, Gatomon sacrificing himself, and then War Greymon versus the Dark Masters. Those are my 3 moments, I would say.
No, yeah, those are really very great picks. I think those are also picks that obviously like define what makes Digimon so good, right, or great. Is just like the cool moments are so earned, in my opinion. They're so earned. But one, I'm kind of mad. There's so many great moments, guys. Like there's so many. So if you have some, comment below your favorite moments in Digimon or why you love Digimon. But I guess to close it out a little bit, one moment that I should have said that actually was one of my favorites was when Patamon finally Digivolved.
To Angemon?
Yeah,
First
that
time?
was tough. That was tough. That was tough. Man had a power pull like shit, and just like, you know what I mean? Like it was just because we're waiting for it. We're waiting for it, and when it happened, it needed. And I think again, I could be very wrong. We're talking about before we started. I could have swore something happened when he Digivolved. Because didn't he sacrifice himself
Angemon
or
Digivolved?
something? Yeah, because didn't he sacrifice himself?
Yeah.
Because that's when he got he got basically a rebirth again, right?
He basically died.
Basically died, right? Because that's what happens after when he first Digivolved.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that moment was something. I think TK was like depressed for a couple episodes or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I watched it, but like that part, but like that was one of my favorite. That part was tough, because that was like, okay, now you part, like, you know, TK really got his own bread right there. Yeah, man, I like that. I feel like, because I don't know why, I just really like Joe's character. Because Joe didn't want to be there. You know what I mean? Like, he was just a guy.
That's why you liked him? Because he didn't want to be there?
No, because it was just so funny. Because he was like like out of all the other ones, like they all had something, a screw loose, to be honest with them. All of them had like some kind of screw loose. Joe was the only, cause even his name is Joe. Like, Joe is such a regular name. Like, Joe did not want to be there. Izzy was a geek. He was nerding out, da-da. Ty's courageous leader. Matt's just Matt being angsty or whatever. TK is like a child. He's just happy about everything. Sora, Mimi's just an American or whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I mean? They just had all that stuff. Joe was the only one who was like, bro, I'm trying to get out of here. Like, y'all liking this little trip nonsense.
Well, he was so worried about his grades.
He should be a doctor.
He was worried about his grades into academics. So
he was like, man, I gotta take that test, bro. Like, y'all mess the game. So
I'd be like, man, forget that test, man.
He was like, I'm trying to get bread. Because he gave bread. The other ones didn't have the bread like that. He's like, Ty, I saw the apartment you living in, bro. I'm not impressed. But yeah, overall, Digimon's amazing. Evolution's amazing. Obviously, we both love War Greymon, so there's no point saying which one's your favorite Digimon.
He's the best. Yeah, War Greymon. I have other favorites though, but yeah, definitely.
But the overall is cool. And I forgot a lot of the names for the Digimon at this point, like every single evolution. But like, I like the cactus one. That was just fun. That was a fun little. It was just fun. It was fun. Cactus with boxing gloves is actually kind of hilarious. I like that. Yeah. I like that one. I like the moveset. I loved. I always forget his name, bro, but he was funny. I liked the one that was like a fish, basically. I liked him. I like all his evolution or digivolutions.
Togemon was the cactus.
Yeah, Togemon was a cactus. Yes,
it was the cactus. Who you said was a fish?
Yeah, the Joe's partner.
Gomamon?
Yeah, I liked all his evolutions.
Marching fish was the attack.
Yeah, I especially like the one where you had the hammer. That was him, right?
Oh, Zudomon.
Yeah,
Zudamon went hard.
Zudamon was hard.
Zudamon went hard, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion. I did not care for Sora's what's her name? Bergamon? No.
Bergamon was the champion form.
Right? I didn't like any of. I did not care. The Phoenix was like kind of cool, but I
feel you. Yeah, she didn't really have a cool factor.
Didn't really care, bro. Mimi's partner was kind of cool.
But Garudamon was the ultimate form. It was Bergamon
was the fire one though.
Biomon was rookie. Birdramon was champion.
Which was a fire bird.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Garudamon was ultimate, which is the huge, like, basically Native American looking bird.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right. That's right.
Like
yeah.
what is that thing called? A totem pole looking
Total pool, yeah.
bird. Yeah.
I like Mimi's partner too. I liked because Mimi, like I said, each one of these Digimon like the human partner needed that Digimon because the Digimon helped that human partner grow in some way. And that's was like it was just a beautiful partnership and friendship. They became friends in the truest of words, not just the power of friendship. No, it's like they legitimately bonded and they were that their partner was missing something. The digital partner was like almost like had a personality trait, for lack of better phrasing of words, that the human partner was missing, and that was beautiful. Because Mimi was kind of ditzy and didn't really didn't think people took her seriously if I remember correctly, but her partner was like, no, Mimi, you're dope, you're cool, you can help too, and Mimi was dope. Mimi had her moments. She was dope. They didn't really give her like much to do sometimes, but she was good. I did not care for Sora. And maybe part of that pettiness or spite comes from the fact that she kind of ultimately chose Matt over Ty,
which never made sense to me.
Makes
no sense, bro.
Makes no sense.
Because the whole series, they were leading on like they were a thing, and they didn't end up being a thing. So like,
who would like Matt, bro? I'm sorry.
Mimi should have got with Matt.
I feel like Mimi and Izzy makes sense because I don't know why. I think they're just cute together for me for some reason. The nerd with like I don't know. There's something about that, or Mimi and Joe. I don't know. Matt, I feel like because basically they forced Ty to date someone random that was not part of that, which was very stupid. That's a crazy way to treat your main character, by the way, and the best character in your whole franchise. But Sora and Matt made no sense, and that's part of the reason why I hated season 2. Because the fact that they even tried to force that. This man was in a band. We're not even gonna get into it, but that shit just made me mad. But yeah, Sora. So that's Sora's character. They just mishandled Sora's character, in my opinion. I think Sora had some great moments. She had some serious moments. She had episodes, obviously,
with her mom and
when the parents digivolve, or when the Digimon digivolve, is usually that person's episode.
Yeah,
for the first
especially for the first time. Yes, yes.
That's their partner's episode.
That was a good thing.
Which was a great thing because it helped develop the freaking characters. It forced everyone to develop. No one got skips, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. I mean, we could definitely make more videos about season 1 because there's definitely a lot of stuff. Like honestly,
man, we just scratched the surface.
Yeah,
man.
Like honestly, I want to rewatch it so I can like remember. Like, there's so much stuff that I'm definitely forgetting,
bro.
I mean, even the season finale or series finale for like I don't know, yeah, because technically. But season 1 and 2 are the same, like the continuation. So I guess season finale for part 1.
Well, Pokemon?
When they left. When let the Digimon and to go, like the humans that time.
Oh, that was sad, bro.
That was sad as shit. That was
sad, bro. They were waving.
Yeah. That was sad.
Boy, yeah, man. That broke my little heart when I was a kid, man.
That was sad.
My little 9-year-old heart.
That was tough.
To this day, and they were waving by the trolley.
Yeah, I'm going back. And also, I don't know how we can forget the banger that was the intro. I mean, come on. Come on, bro.
Digimon, Digital Monster, Digimon Garlic Champions.
Like, come
Change into Digital Champions.
I'm sorry, a black man had to sing that. I refuse anyone else. It had to be
the digital world.
Too much soul.
Digimon, Digital Monster, Digimon Garlic Champions.
It stopped, and then like Digimon, and then ran to the show.
Digimon,
dope. Yeah. And just like them spinning into the waterfall. Yeah, man. Come on. It's just come on, bro. Come on, stop playing with me, bro.
Come on, man. I mean, I'm not hating on Pokemon. Like Pokemon has a good intro. Everyone knows the song. It has.
I mean, season 1 is iconic. It's like
Pokemon season 1.
Yeah, like the intro song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone can sing that bar for bar, bro.
I wanna be the very best, but no one ever.
And brother's still singing to this day.
Dun, dun,
I saw him sing it live.
For real?
He goes to Collecticon. He sings it live. It's pretty dope.
Train the mist.
Jason Page, shout out to him.
Pokemon.
You know he's actually MJ's was MJ's one of his like backup singers or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he has some serious vocals.
Oh, you're my best friend, and the world we must defend.
Or defend or contend.
I think it's defend, but I'm not
Defend,
sure.
it could be.
Pokemon, oh, it's me and you.
Yeah, man.
Gotta catch 'em all.
But no,
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
but Digimon's even the
But Digimon though, come on, man.
the animation, the animation.
They had rap.
Cool.
They had Digimon. Digimon like.
I mean, to be fair, like
had swag.
Many things in the '90s. I mean, you remember Dragon Ball Z's rap?
I don't
Dragon Ball
remember
Z's
that.
rap.
Who was rapping?
Dragon.
Krillin? That wasn't rap. You think that was like rock?
That was raw. Yeah. I mean, you're okay. You're right. But I'm saying like
Ball.
there was like
It
was so funny because they took clips from the movie and never put the series in that joint. Oh man. But yeah, no. There was
Yeah, no, I remember that.
even Digimon, like when they Digivolve, like I love that sound too, like the whole animation where the bars, like the
Yeah.
signals, like
It
went
goes.
up. Yeah, and it did the. It's a whole thing, man. It's just cool, but yeah, Warp Digivolve was really cool.
Fire.
Pokemon, you have to Warp Digivolve. Oh
Okay.
man! And then the song that went, like the soundtrack that went when they did that, like when they were
Yep.
fighting the AOA, like that whole thing. Yeah, man. You know how it is, man. You know how it is, man. We don't have to talk about this. This sauce, bro.
Remember that joint? We're going digital.
Oh yeah. That's how you know they're about to do something epic, bro. You know it's a rap. You know it's a rap, man.
The digital
Yeah.
world. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean that's it for us, man. I mean that's just one of the examples of what makes it so great. We can make many videos.
I feel like if Digimon would have come out first, Digimon would have been a bigger thing.
I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because let's be honest. We're not going to like talk about it too much.
This is another episode we talk about.
Yeah, we can make another.
This is like a
episode about
segue into the next.
But
we can,
just for a teaser, we
All
can
right,
talk about
a
real
teaser.
quick.
Go ahead.
I understand. Like I feel like Digimon was like a response, and I think it made it so cool, right? Because I think Digimon was like, because Digimon's writing was so tough to the point where I feel like someone was like, a company was like, we gotta match that shit. So we gonna give y'all some bread, do something with it, and they did the most, and it was beautiful. I think Pokemon needed to go first because I mean, at the end of the day, it was a video game first, right? I believe, yeah, Pokemon was a video game first before anything else. So it came out, did its thing, Pocket Monsters, what we'll call it at one point, Pokemon was popular because I get it. Like you have Pikachu, cute little yellow thing. You have Ash that was like 12 years old for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And you had the whole thing. Episodic, I think that's what it's called when it's like that, like how that is. It was episodic. You had all that stuff. You had his badges. It was a likable show. It was a likable show. Very cute creatures. Blah blah blah. I feel like it needed to exist first to give Digimon the steam it needed to be something different. And I think it was very different. I think that because it was on like Fox Kids and eventually ABC Family, it was like, and the Disney XD and shit, like it was like on a channel that people didn't really pay attention because WB had that shit on lock for years.
Yeah.
Which was what Pokemon was on. Because you had Dragon Ball Z at one point. At one point it was like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, and then like something else. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! It was like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball. You're not beating that lineup.
Yeah.
You're not beating that lineup. So Digimon was for people who like either weren't allowed to watch Kids WB or like found out on accident.
I wouldn't watch. Once I fell in love, once I started liking Digimon, I stopped watching Pokemon.
And that's fair because Digimon had real story and had kids that actually look like kids, and like you know what I mean.
Because WB had heavy hitters though, like you said. They had Pokemon.
Hitters. They had Batman animated series at one point too.
They had Yu-Gi-Oh. Did they have One Piece?
Way late, like
way later.
Yeah, way later.
Okay, but then Fox Kids had. Cause I'm a Ranger fan. They had Power Rangers.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
TMNT?
2003.
Okay, yeah. Later one.
Which was my favorite.
Right, yeah. I messed with it. Yeah.
They had Shaman King.
They had Digimon, Shaman King,
Metabots.
That
food one, not food, the wrestling one. I forgot Ultimate Muscle, I think.
Ultimate Muscle.
They had the other beast. They had another beast one. I'm forgetting the name. They had a beast one.
Monster Rancher.
Yes, they had Monster Rancher, if I'm not mistaken.
Monster Rancher, Metabots. Then they have one that was like.
They had Cubics.
I like Metabots.
Metabots was cool. Tough. I still have the trading cards for that.
Metabee, yeah.
Maybe.
Didn't they have one that was like a cooking one? It was like
Yeah, it was. I forgot what it was called.
like tofu or
Food Fighters. It was
food
something.
fight.
It
Yeah,
was something. But I know the one you're talking about. I like that one. I
yeah.
think
They
it was
had a little
underrated.
lineup, but yeah, the Pokemon was just a juggernaut.
And also,
bro.
if I could be wrong, I think Fox Kids was on Sunday, which is
Nah, it was
another.
Saturday. It was Saturday.
Well, then it transitioned Sunday eventually because Shaman King was on Sundays eventually because TNT was on Sundays eventually, and that's what it was doomed for that lineup because when it changed to Sundays, kids had to go to church, so it was like you're gonna miss out on a lot of a lot of that stuff. So
Bruh, I know they was mad,
mad
bro.
as hell, but nah, Fox Kids had some. Kids WB had like just endless lineup. I mean, they had so many shows, bro. On Kids WB, bro. No one else could contend. Cartoon Network said, forget it. Like some other shows was like, forget it.
Once they
Until,
got
like, late.
Static Shock,
Kids WB did have Static Shock, didn't they?
Kids WB, Static Shock.
They did have Static Shock.
They had, I liked it. It was called Mega Man NT Warrior.
I still have the PET.
Yep, that joint. It had
Still have the battleships.
they had Astro Boy.
They did. They did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? I won a contest with Kids WB. I won a contest. They had
For
a
real?
Mega Man contest for
Yeah.
the 30th anniversary edition PS2 game. Won it. Best day of my life. Best day of my life.
Damn, bro.
I was like 10 or something when that happened. But yeah. But anyway, we're running this in. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell us your thoughts on Digimon. Tell us your favorite moments. I already know your favorite character. Tell me your favorite character. I know it's gonna be Ty, but you know, to each their own. Maybe some of you
It's
are,
Ty, bro.
are Joe
It's
like me.
Ty.
You know what I'm saying? Joe game till I die. See you on the next one. Peace.